Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series. On the left-hand side, we're going to be seeing gillyShark at Bingo Night with Chesslooter playing the Dahaka, Schumann on the Greymane, Stark to play the Brightwing, Randy Newman on the Maev, and Lazy Hydra will play Tyrael. Wildfire, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 2 years. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you so very much for the first sub of the day. Over on the right-hand side, we got Unity. We got Lark, I think, is on the Chromie. Pina Colada on that Hanzo. Organized Chaos for a playing Gazlo. Drunk Unicorn on this Rhaegar. And last but not least, Hakwai on the Joanna. And we have an immediate move towards the top lane Vision. This is how you win. Hanzo, by the way, will be going into the target practice level 1 Dahaka Enhanced Agility. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, gillyShark and Bingo Knight will start taking an immediate tower as the Vision was seen, or the Vision tower was grabbed by Unity. Well then, alright. A little bit of early siege achieved by gillyShark and Bingo Knight. This is going to be Dahaka going towards the top lane. As I mentioned, he's got the Enhanced Agility level 1. So he'll be able to move at the increased speed after tapping a bush for 5 seconds, as it does increase it by 3. And Chesslooter will be building up these stacks. 2% movement speed increase per stack. So you'll be able to have faster movement speed than a mount once you hit the 10 stacks. So at 5, you're basically mount speed for 5 seconds for tapping a bush. Tyrael goes in with the Eldrune's Might the Phase Shift from Brightwing as they're going to try and chase down this Hanzo, but it looks like the call is just to go back into soaking the waves, as the camp on the right-hand side will be grabbed by the members of Unity. And maybe, just maybe, yes, it is going to be an invade from gillyShark and Bingo Knight. The camp is is looking like it's going to go over to the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Schumann with the Razor Swipes cuts through this Rhaegar. Brightwing to be traded. Healer for healer as Dahaka brush talks in. Looking for a drag, maybe. Lazy Hydra staying on the point with 100 or so HP. The Eldrune's Might out. They take down Joanna, and it's a 2-for-1, as well as the camp going over to the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. A very good invade early on here in Sky Temple. Stark rejoins the fight. Respawning, using the phase shift to get back into things. Lazy Hydra will reset completely as Tyrael, and Dahaka continues to do his global duties of rotating back towards top lane and starting to soak things up. We got a minute away until we see our first objective phase of the game. Top and center, as this is the standardized beginning for Sky Temple. Second one is going to be a singular temple in the bottom of the map. But camps to be grabbed all around the map, and after that invade, I wonder if Unity's a little worried about another invade, but I don't think that's going to happen. Brightwing showing in bottom lane, Dahaka was showing in top. Maev and the rest are missing, but the safe assumption is that the enemy is on their side of the map on their camp. Oh, that tea is just perfect today. Maev goes in with the Spirit of Vengeance. The Umbral Bind will connect onto Chromie. It's not going to get the pull. Chesslooter gets the drag, the phase shift from Brightwing, the Dark Swarm as well, and Chromie will fall. Another kill over the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. More siege in the top lane as we get through this camp, as well as the objective phase in top being held by Lazy Hydra. Actually, it's not even active right now. It's a couple seconds away from beginning. And the gillyShark and Bingo Knight members seem to be prioritizing this top lane push as well as the top lane objective, looking to confirm the entire fort and fort front gate. Oh, thank you, Stark. I saw that you messaged that in DMs, but I was walking Bandit and then I forgot. Because there was a bear right around the corner from where I was walking. Or I was rounding the corner for our walk and there was a bear. It was like, I don't know, 6 feet, 2 meters away from me. It was very, very close by. And then it started trotting my way, and I was like, oh, wait, hold on, bud. It was funny, because, like, the bear, like, trotted towards me, and then, I said something, and then he was like, oh, wait, never mind. Then, like, 180'd and started walking away. Chromie will fall. Pina Colada able to get the natural agility over the corner of the wall, and this will be gillyShark and Bingo Knight finishing out this objective phase. Second objective phase, or center objective phase, hasn't even been really, hasn't had any channel, I do believe. I don't think any shots have been fired out. Chesslooter is going to get poked at here and there and will back away. Did Bandit freak out? Nope. Bandit is super calm. He was leashed and chill. I'd say that was probably the closest I've ever been to a bear like, without any sort of barrier between us. Get barrier, anyways. Like, a bear's walked right by the side of the house, and I've looked out the window, and it's right there, but that's the closest I've ever been to a bear without any sort of, like, oh, there's a wall here. But it was all good. Like, the weirdest thing I was thinking about it, like, my heart rate wasn't elevated. I was very calm. Just basically all I did was make sure I faced the bear and don't turn my back to it, make sure it walks away from me, and that was it. No big deal. And having a little story out of it. Chromie will fall during my little adventure story here, as the mid lane objective phase is still going to be held over by the side of Unity, getting shots out onto that mid lane tower. But it is going to be gillyShark and Bingo Knight with a significant experience lead from those kills, as well as the soaking from Chesslooter, splitting off into the top lane consistently, as well as utilizing the global with the brush stock. But let's take a look at the damage healing experience for these two teams as we get into the... I was gonna say, as we're getting into the latter half of the game, but we're only through the first objective phase. Have you ever had to pick up Bandit? No, no. Well, yeah, when I take him to the vet, because he can't get onto the table by himself, but, I mean, that's about it. No, like, coyotes, like, there was a coyote 2 days ago, like, 20 feet from us. Bandit was cool, like... Bandit saw the coyote before I did, and he wasn't even on leash, and Bandit was like, oh, whatever. Now, if there's a bear on the far side of the fence that he can't see, he'll lose his shit and start barking in the backyard, for sure. But no, he's a really well-behaved dog. He's a smart boy. Yes, you are. Oh, meanwhile, in the top lane, I'm a little distracted today, sorry. Back over in the top lane, Chromie might get dove on the body blocks from Lazy Hydra. Chess goes in for the drag, and that will be a connection into Chromie. She does go down. Brightwing phase shifts up, and that'll be Tyrael Brightwing finishing out the fort in the top lane, while Chess continues to work on the minion wave. As we jump down into bottom lane, a double kill will be had by the side of Unity. Nicely done. I do believe Drunk Unicorn did use the Purge right there. Yeah, you can see it on a 10-second cooldown. Did use the Purge right there, and it does have a slow when you're hitting the enemy heroes with it. Now, there is the Purification upgrade that you can get with some other cool factors, healing reduction and such, but the 80% slow is nice so that you can lock down an enemy hero and potentially get that sustained chase kill, and that will be achieved through the bottom lane. Boss does go over to the side of Unity, and our second objective phase will be up and available here in the bottom of the map as well. Oh yeah, if you have a Shih Tzu, then yeah, absolutely. As people would call that out here, that is coyote food. My buddy has a tiny little dog named Leroy, and that's what he calls. He's like, Leroy, you're coyote food. He's confident, but he's coyote food. Nice natural agility read by Pina Colada. Won't be dragged by Chesslooter, as this is a Hanzo in trouble. The Ancestral Healing will not connect in time. The Isolation Containment Disc thrown out by Maev, but that's just going to connect into the Gazlo, and that'll be the end of the engagement right there. Boss in the bottom lane is working its way towards the keep. Looks like Schumann will go ahead and grab that. Meanwhile, Lark. Sure. Chromie is going to clear things out on top. My apologies to the player for screwing up your name. Did you hear that the Colorado mile marker 420 keeps getting stolen, so they finally replace it? Yeah. I did know about that. Isn't there like a route that's the same thing? Isn't there like a Route 66 or something like that that kept getting stolen? Colorado. Actually, you're right. Wildfire, you're right by saying Colorado. I read it as Colorado, but I now see, I mean, you know, Coors, it's the home of Coors, sure. What's up, Gatto? You saw so many dogs yesterday? Oh, the market day yesterday? I hope that was successful. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. Sanctification called down by Lazy Hydra. We have the Holy Ground blocking Chromie in place. She will use the stasis, but it's not going to be enough. Schumann goes in for the throat. The healing will not connect from Drunk Unicorn with the Ancestral. Joda does finish out the subdue, sub-done, and that'll be the end of that engagement between these two teams. We have got a top and bottom objective phase spawning here fairly soon, as it's 8-4 in kills. The members of gillyShark of Bingo Night in the lead. Chromie was also coyote food. There you go. There you go. That's the perfect usage there, Stark. Perfect usage. It was the best market you've had. We also saw your first cat customer pick in Discord. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'll have to check that out after this game. I'm glad it was successful, bud. I'm really glad to hear. When Coyote Rhaegar skin? When Microsoft will save HOTS. I saw today that there was another Reddit post about how Microsoft should save HOTS. And it had like 800 upvotes, and I'm like, why do people keep just, it's like hanging out with some of my neighbors when they drink too much. It's just the same conversation every time. Like, God. I can't wait for BlizzCon to end so people can be like, Microsoft will save HOTS next year. Oh, they just didn't have time at this BlizzCon. They'll do it next year. What's up, Lord Hakos? You got it all backwards. HOTS will save Microsoft. Oh, really? Oh, really? It's news to me. What's up, Demented? Wild and wacky, wonderful man. Did you know that it's faster to say World Wide Web than www?
My temple's power has been
Someone in chat's upset now. 16 talent tier for gillyShark and Bingo Night. Good to see you, Demented. I hope you're doing well. I upvote a bunch of hot subreddit posts just because the engagement and all that jazz. I don't even read them. No, you should be downvoting them. Downvote those posts. Umbral behind. Nice self-cleanse from Gazlo's heroic right there. The Robo Goblin does give a activatable 1.5 second unstoppable. Did you know that it's better to say Bahamut Gaming is awesome than literally anything else? Really? It's news to me. Getting ready for Thanksgiving here in Canada. Oh, that is like right around the corner, isn't it? Isn't it, is it this Monday? Yeah. It's invade onto the camp here. The isolation will be shy from Chestlitter, who pops an immediate Darkstorm, trying to cut through the enemies and move through them as well. We have a very low Rhaegar trying to self-cast Ancestral. That doesn't work out once again. That was the third Ancestral, I think, that was shut down in this game. I think there's actually been three Ancestrals in a row. Dear Lord Schumann, calm down. I'm trying to tell things about Rhaegar here.
Quadra kill.
God dang it, Schumann. But I feel like Rhaegar has had 3 Ancestral attempts and they've all basically been shut down, which is... That feels bad, man, but... You know what also feels bad? When Hanzos accidentally take the wrong level 7, or level 16. Sorry. Oh, but Bahamut, what about the wave clear factor? If you win the team fights, you don't need to worry about wave clear.
My magic flows through the walls. Guardians, do not let me.
I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to be doing. Using your Prime Gaming here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Get yourself some ad-free viewing. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. She was like, honey, before I leave, make sure you use your Prime Gaming over at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Get yourself ad-free viewing. You've never seen a boss being held? I actually really like this call from gillyShark of Bingo Night. Demented, thank you for the Prime Gaming. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. gillyShark at Bingo Night, they're trying to stack the waves. They're trying to stack all the camps together rather than have them all kind of like almost like 3 different waves. So this is just gillyShark at Bingo Night being tactical with their camp grabs. Because they had grabbed this, they grabbed this left side first, and it takes a little bit for it to get into lane, so it's so that everything crashes at once. At least that's my understanding of what I'm looking at. I could be completely wrong, and they had a different tactic in mind. Containment disc onto Gazlowe right now. The boss is crashing through the bottom lane keep. Greymane has the level 20 Hunter's Blunderbuss, so you have that little bit of splash beyond. Schumann goes in for the throat once again, finds the double kill. The boss will make its way through the keep towards the core. There's still Siege Giants behind and a catapult as well. gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they're looking to go for critical here. And Hanzo does finish out his level 1, but of course this is going to be the core falling. I'm just saying, Hanzo would have gotten like a kill or two if he had flawless technique. No, GG, well played. gillyShark and Bingo Knight take map number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. Core is coyote food. Yes, there's a lot of coyote food today. Woo.
Done.
Thank you again, Wildfire, for the 2 years. Demented, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate both of your Prime Gamings. Thank you very much. You get anxiety just holding a Siege Giant camp. Wow, that's a very, very close. That's really close. What isn't close is the amount of kills that Schumann got. Just need a Malevolence Diablo.
Way to go, dude! Right!
Demented! What? Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs out of nowhere. Thank you so much. Just to prove a point. I appreciate you proving that point. Thank you very much. Way to go, dudes! Another HOTS tournament today. What? This is NGS. NGS is always going on. NGS is pretty much... NGS, like, slightly overlaps with Heroes Lounge. Like, there's constantly hero stuff going on. What's up, Marky Mark? Okay. There's always hot stuff going on. Alright, map number 2. No ads need to be run, because we got rid of all that crap beforehand. NGS, new game Saley. Yes, exactly. Is that a candy corn bandit toy? Yes, it was from BarkBox a long time ago. Like over a year ago at this point. You didn't know that? Yeah, Marky Mark, yeah. I'm like, I cast Heroes of the Storm like 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, bud. Why did that do that? Oh, that's why that did that. Okay, sorry. I pushed the wrong button. Yeah. What do you think? There's only meta madness? There's only one tournament that ever happens, organized by one person? Ah, come on. That's a nice hoodie you got there. Yeah. It was a great time. It was a good time. It was a fun time. Yeah, please do, Marky Mark. Absolutely, bud. Tuesdays are typically for, like, I play Storm League. Tuesdays are pretty much for just playing ranked. Wednesdays, I do StarCraft 2. I've been learning. I've been playing RTS. I've been playing Ladder for StarCraft 2. Thursdays, I'm typically casting NGS or Heroes Lounge. I'm usually casting something on Thursdays. Or even then, there's Raven Court as well. There's a bunch of stuff going on. Fridays are usually variety. Saturdays and Sundays, like, it's usually whatever I feel like doing. But today we're doing NGS casting. So, yeah. I do, like, Heroes is like a good core portion of our stream, but I do other stuff as well. We actually have this upcoming week. We're gonna be doing we're gonna start Resident Evil 5 with Trixler. I was talking to him in Discord after stream last night, so him and I will be doing Resident Evil 5 on Wednesday. We're gonna be starting that at 11 a.m. But I'll start at my normal time, and we'll do a little bit of StarCraft or something like that beforehand. And then I have some sponsored content from Lords of the Fallen. Variety incoming. I mean, we do have variety on this stream. We do have variety, but I love Heroes of the Storm. Like, I love this game so much. Now, I don't love it enough to sit there and make Reddit post after Reddit post about how Microsoft will save Heroes of the Storm and make HGC 3.0. But I do love this game a lot, and I am pretty present when it comes to the casting side of the community. So, cheers. Hey, chat, there's a Medivh. You guys want to do some Medivh betting? Does Medivh finish stacks? Yes. No. Yes and no. Those are the two options. Get your gambles in when I introduce the teams. Everything is in the pool now and gets to sit and blend together. But why, wait, I thought you were cooking things in the slow cooker. Why are you putting things in a pool now? I'm so confused, Desert Jester. On the left-hand side, we got gillyShark and Bingo Knight up in this best of 3 series. Chess Leader on the gray main, Schumann to play the Stukov, Medivh to be played by Stark. Excuse me. Lazy Hydra on the Diablo, and Randy Newman to play the Hogger. Over on the right-hand side, we got the members of Unity trying to take us to map number 3. We got Lark through on the Maev, Pina Colada to play Sylvanas, Drunk Unicorn on the Rhaegar, Organized Chaos to play Nubrak, and Hokwai will be on the Leoric. Now, there is a Medivh in the game. We like to make Medivh predictions on the Arcane Rift baseline stacks. Will Medivh finish the stacks by the end of the game? Yes or no? Very simple. Will it be a completed quest at the end of the game or an incomplete quest at the end of the game? If Medivh does die, we will trigger the toilet noise because those stacks will go down the drain. Organized Chaos, though, is going to be fine. No, the portal! Chess Looter trying to show off against Schumann here. Actually, I realized that... oh, yeah, no. Schumann's on the Stukov. Yeah, just... Chess Leader trying to show up Schumann like, oh, you got 9 kills last game? All right, I'll get 10 kills this game. Hot Tub Sud Vidi. Speaking of hot tubs, I have to drain and refill mine, and I'm not excited about it. It's just work to do. I gotta rebalance. I gotta balance, and I gotta put in fresh water. It's, you know, we're getting towards winter, so it's usually time to drain and fill. All right, hey, we got a big gambles on this. Thank you very much, chat. I appreciate it. Alrighty, well, as we continue here on map number 2 in Infernal Shrines, top lane is going to be pushed in for the time being by the members of Unity. They have great siege damage for their entire team, as well as that Sylvanas to lock down towers with a black arrow. First objective will be Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. We know this because we can hover over the Frozen Punisher with our, or the Punisher location with our cursor. Now that is also, a fun fact, it is not something that is unique to observers. You can do this in your own games. Nice overpower, and Organized Chaos is going to take a chunk of damage. Won't be falling just yet. We do have that weighted pustule slowing down Organized Chaos, but still, no kill into the Anubrak, no bug to be squashed. Hey, Kalis, what's up, bud? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well. As a reminder, this Friday, we're going to be watching Tremors in Discord. I'm very excited about it. Love Tremors. At the end of the month, we've got Mario Kart. Kalis, make sure to get your Mario Kart cartridge by the 27th. That is when we're doing Mario Kart. We got Baja Ross this weekend. We got Lords of the Fallen. Dude, I'm so excited about Lords of the Fallen. I'm so excited for that game. Alright, Frozen Punisher, bottom lane will be first one of the games I had mentioned. We got Fallen Shamans to go into top lane from the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Stark floating around up here, providing vision in the rotation to top. I'm gonna try and get a stack or two off the enemies in this wave, but it doesn't look like any more pressure to be applied. Just a quick wave clear and a rotation back down to the objective area. Randy Newman looking to set up the infinite bounce, I do believe. No. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Gotta angle it. Nope, not going for it just yet. Meanwhile, back at the top lane, the fight will continue. The portal set up by Stark allows Chess to get away. The Umber Bind from Maev will pull back Chess Suitor for a moment. The Inner Beast is still active with that green glow on the weapons. But that's a call to retreat, and that'll be the end of the engagement in top. Oh, hold on. Maybe it's not the end of the engagement. Lazy Hydra Fire Stomp to get vision, Shadow Charge in, Organized Chaos will go ahead and get a Burrow Charge onto Chessuter. The portal set up once again. Chess is able to jump to the top lane wave and clear out the minions there. Meanwhile, Hogger has that infinite bounce and will be getting the vast majority, if not all, of these skeletal defenders. Oh, well, actually, hold on. The rotation from Unity is here. The portal set up by Stark. If Randy Newman, doesn't get the perfect bounce, actually is able to kind of bounce near that portal. Lurking arm from Stukov. The retreat ping is going to be coming out, and I do think that's the call from the side of Unity. They're going to have to go ahead and set up for the defense against this Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. You don't want to take your Switch on you with you don't want to take your Switch with you on vacation. I feel like the Switch is like the best vacation console to take. Like, oh, there's 20 minutes before we have to go to dinner. Time to play a little Mario Kart or whatever. I don't know. I always take my Switch whenever I travel. Vast majority of the time I don't even use it, but it's nice to have. Diablo will go down, unfortunately. As Stark was mentioning in chat, to get Bingo, gillyShark Bingo Knight needed a Malevolence Diablo. That is a Malevolence Diablo, and gillyShark Bingo Knight have achieved Bingo. Now, the big question is, will they win the series? That's what we're here to find out, as we do have our 10 talent tier rounding the corner for both these teams. Unity is keeping up right now. It's 1-1 in kills. They clear out the Punisher, haven't lost their fort in bottom lane. Time for the next BO3, skip the rest. Hey, look, I hinted on Diablo, no way. Interesting. Interesting. A little bit of pressure onto Organized Chaos with those Shadow Charges, and I do believe it's also, Devastating Charge level 4, I think it was, or... No, it's a Sacrificial Soul. I forget the level 4 name, but I think its Shadow Charges get grant souls as well for Diablo, if I remember correct on the level 4. So just getting these point blank Shadow Charges into the wall, it's extra souls for Lazy Hydra, if I'm not mistaken, or at least a faster way back to 100, because obviously there's no soul stone underneath Diablo, so that means that it's incomplete. How many stacks are we at? We will find out in a moment. 36 stacks. It is Sacrificial Soul, yeah. Devastating Charge is further on. 36 Medivh stacks currently. All right, Stark, for the fun of the gamble, time to Turbo Int. Anubarak burrows in, trying to steal away the camp. The Curse Bullet from Greymane will connect. We have a Leyline Seal out from Medivh. Inside the cocoon, it's Diablo. The Leyline Seal allows Chess to get the camp. The Shockwave from Randy Newman. The staggering blow into the wall. The Ancestor Healing will connect onto the Anubarak this time, but unfortunately Stukov will get one big flappy slap. Big flappy slap. One big hit from Stukov, though, will confirm the kill into Maiev. Doesn't look like Leoric will fall just yet. The camp is a little bit low, but it was still achieved by the side of gillyShark Bingo Knight. And more and more stackage for Stark here. 38, trying to poke out a little bit with these Arcane Rifts to get those last 2 hits. Diablo goes in, the Curse Bullet to follow up. Medivh stackage is done. Believers will be paid out at the end of the game. Bottom fort will fall for structure to go down, and gillyShark Bingo Knight retreat as the top lane Arcane Punisher will be up next. Well, Believers get paid out a little bit here. The Doubters, oh man, if the Doubters won, it would have been a 1-5 payout. Unlike my stacks, there go your Bandit Bucks. Enjoy. Look at Stark. Look at Stark. He's assisting the Bandit Buck economy. Unfortunately, the Apocalypse and the Leyline Seal don't work out too well. I do want to point out that Maev's pinned down is completed. Hit 4 enemy heroes with a single fan of knives to instantly gain all rewards, and that was achieved right there. Nicely done. Maiev will fall, but hey, she gets the Quadra stack and finishes out pinned down. Not an easy one to finish out completely. I don't see that talent finished out very often. Well, Leorc will clear things out in bottom lane. Randy Newman just going to work on the skeletal defenders. Oh, wait, hold on. Invade onto the camp. A very well-balanced Medivh is able to set portals up in bird form, because, you know, that makes sense. Pin done, pin done. Yeah, like sub done. Ah, I see what you did there. 13 regeneration master stacks for the Anubarak. They didn't think they had anyone there, but they do manage to grab themselves a Schumann, who will be able to get out with the portal. Throws down a lurking arm, and that is the end of that engagement. Meanwhile, Hogger continues to just Tasmanian Devil back and forth between these two pillars, pylons, rocks, whatever you want to call them. And this, excuse me, and this will be another Punisher over the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Leyline Seal onto 3. The Apocalypse is still 3 seconds away from being off cooldown. The Wailing Arrow does go out from Sylvanas. The Punisher jumps over on to set Sylvanas. A Shockwave from Hogger coming through. Pina Colada trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. The Warden's Cage from Maiev does lock Hogger in place, and he will fall to tower shots. Chest Looter to go down as well. The Nexus forces are OP. Punisher jumps back once again. Drunk Unicorn taking a bunch of damage, and Drunk Unicorn gets taken down by, guess what? The Nexus forces. Look at that. Minions and towers picking up a triple kill. And chase down further. The portal to go into... Oh, wow. It's a little bit of a deep dive, but no kill to be achieved into Sylvanas. They will take down the fort and top. What's up, Count? How you doing, bud? What are you trying to figure out?
Blue team's Punisher has fallen.
I don't know. The Nexus forces are very strong. Imagine dying on a hero with 2 invulnerables and a huge global teleport. Who would do that? I don't know. Portals under keep. It always makes me nervous. It just always makes me nervous. It's like, what if he goes through and then there's a chain CC and he can't get back through the portal? A little bit of pressure applied to Leorc right now. Curse Bullet will go out from Greymane, but that's going to be the end of any sort of threat into Leorc's health pool. Next Punisher, Mortar Punisher in the bottom lane. 16 talents here, just about a level away for the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Some fire stomps go through the enemies. We've got Lazy Hydra jumping in the Leyline Seal as there's a cocoon onto Stukov. The Apocalypse timed out very well this time. Warden's Cage down from the Maiev as the portals are set up by Medivh to allow Chess to get away. There will be a tap onto the well. The retreat ping is called, and it does look like gillyShark and Bingo Knight will give up the engagement and go back to clearing waves, waiting for this next objective phase to spawn in the bottom of the map. Alright, so I'm just skimming some of the talents really quickly, see what we got going on. Shadow Daggers for Sylvanas. Nubrak goes in for a burrow charge. He doesn't have the distance to find the CC. Diablo answers back with a charge of his own. Randy Newman going in with a shockwave. This is still going to be a fight on the low side of this mid lane. Portal set up by Stark to try and chase down the Maiev. She is able to give them the slip really quickly. And it looks like, actually, the vast majority of Unity players will be able to break away from this engagement once again. No one to be lost, as Organized Chaos is... Wait, hold on, the dive underneath the tower. Lazy Hydra taking some tower shots, reduced armor down to 20, or by 20. And the Impaler camp still in this mid lane trying to push in. The Orca Maiev trying to split soak in the top and bottom on your minimap. Get to that 16 talent tier faster. Curse Bullet, Organized Chaos able to get the burrow charge through the fort. Stark will portal out, looking to maybe take down the Anubrak, but it doesn't look like there will be a kill. An Entomb onto Greymane, but he jumps through, jumps over the fence with a Dark Flight. Apocalypse from Diablo, timed out pretty good this time, but I don't think they got the CC they were looking for. Wailing Arrow out from Sylvanas. A Cocoon onto the Greymane as well. The Flailing Swipes to try and break away from the engagement. Lazy Hydra will go down, but it's no big deal because souls will be expended. The Black Soul Stone from Diablo. Long portal talent, stable portal, decrease portal cooldown by 25%, increase the duration by 50%. Long portal. What is the range, honestly? Oh, it doesn't give us the radius thing. Okay. Usually if you hover over these things, you can see the radius for a couple of these things. Nubrak will go down really quickly. Shockwave into the backline. Pinacolana able to avoid that. Greymane will be traded in the engagement here. Randy Newman looking to maybe back away right now as that staggering blow is more of a disengaged tool than anything else. The spin out from Randy Newman is good. Leorc will go down. Diablo's level 13 devastating charge is completed as well. Oh, the first one. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Leyline Seal from Medivh doesn't get any sort of connection. There was some flailing swipes out from Schumann as well. Drunk Unicorn is split. They will get the Punisher on the side of Unity, but only Sylvanas lives, and she will be... Well, she's going to be going to top lane to clear out this Fallen Shaman and Catapult that's arriving at the keep front gate. And this Punisher will find 0, if any, value in bottom. Oh, actually, no. They're going to... It will get some damage onto the fort front gate, I do believe. The Orc's Mithril Mace is 50% done. More than that, a Nubrak with 26, 27 regeneration globes out of the 30. Once you get that 30 mark, you get the extra 500 on top of all that extra regeneration. Looking for the Leorc right now, and he is going to be picked off in just a matter of seconds here. Greymane finding the kill. 42,000 or so heroic damage for the Greymane. I think nearly 50k, actually more than that. Yeah, more than 50k for the Maiev. That's the little bit of poke we have here in mid lane, or I guess that's the achievement from gillyShark of Bingo Knight in mid lane. They'll be able to get the Leorc kill. A Nubrak finishes out Regeneration Master and invade onto the camp. I mean, Hogger is showing in top lane. Earth Grasp Totem is thrown down on the ground from Rhaegar. Invade onto the camp. Stark has the portal to allow the allies to disengage, and that's exactly what they'll do on the side of gillyShark of Bingo Knight. Hogger will pick up the last little bit of experience for 20 talent here. Oh, they were feigning that they were going back for the camp, and this will be a Leyline Seal out from Medivh. He will be inside a cocoon. Chest Looter gonna Razor Swipe, roll away as well. Hogger, split pushing, achieves the 20, as well as will be able to push a wave towards that keep front gate. Medivh cheats, Hellgate for Diablo, Blunderbuss on the Greymane. We'll see a Controlled Chaos on Stukov, as well as the... what's the name for the upgrade? It's Power Spike, yeah. Power Spike on the Shockwave. Drunk Unicorn will not go down in mid lane. This is going to be a quick fort to be taken down. There's no minion wave here, but they do have decent damage, quick enough, and Lazy Hydra will tank some of those tower shots. Our Frozen Punisher will be back in the mid lane. That'll be our 4th Punisher of the game as we've cycled through 3. And we're kind of back into our order of operations. Frozen into Arcane into Mortar. The Orc's Mithril Mace is done, and we are down in bottom lane for another camp to side of gillyShark at Bingo Knight. And this is a minion wave that'll get 20 talent here. Are they looking for the 2020 fight? No. They're gonna slowly get their level 20s, and this will be a contest over the objective area. Blah. Farseer's Blessing, Blink for Sylvanas, or Bolt of the Storm, if you will. Rewind on a Nubrak, and the Buried Alive for Leoric. Oh, and for Maiev, it's going to be the Shadow Orb Vengeance. Curse Bullet going in there. That's a whole handful of damage into Leoric. The Leyline Seal will come out as well. The Shockwave from Hogger, as there's going to be a Warden's Cage from Maiev, but it doesn't seem like it helped out too much. The Flailing Swipes will push back Drunk Unicorn once. The Ancestor Healing Farseer's Blessing gets a couple health bars out for that Rhaegar, but with a triple kill, do the members of gillyShark at Bingo Knight go for the throat? It does seem like they're going to portal and look for that bottom lane push, as there's a decent wave down here that's already taken out most of the keep front gate. Anubrak, I don't think he was expecting the enemy to be here, but nicely... Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to say nicely done dropping that Impale, but it now is going to be a squashed bug. I don't think Anubrak can make it out of this alive. Lazy Hydra will be able... Excuse me, Randy Newman gets the spin through, and that will be Hogger with the kill. Bottom lane keep will start falling here. Leoric is about to respawn. Sylvanas here to help out as well, but it's closest death timer is Maiev. Portal once again just to get closer to the core, closer to the core faster. Also, the Raven Familiar could be activated. Entomb with the Buried Alive does not get anyone. Flailing Swipe from Schumann was used. The core is starting to fall a bit here. Chest Looter, Inner Beast still active, and, well, this is looking like map number 2 will go over to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. They achieve bingo, and they achieve a victory here on Infernal Shrines. GG, well played. Frozen into Arcane into Mordor? Mordor, yes. What's up, ISO? $52,000 from Medivh. 53,000 roughly. I think I'm gonna have a little horror movie-thon today. I think that's my game plan after stream. Go buy stuff for Chili.